Hello, hello. What happened to my microphone? Well, that righty, lefty, Lucy, righty, tight. Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. If you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works for you. So hello. Today's first question, I love. I just adore today's first question. It's lovely. Okay. And today, yes, chrysanthemums. I don't know, I was looking just very closely. Chrysanthemum. It's like I could almost smell them. I love the smell of chrysanthemums because it always meant autumn is here, autumn time, cooler weather, Halloween's coming, my birthday's coming, Thanksgiving's coming, Christmas is coming, good stuff. All right, but we're going to jump in at the first question for today, which makes me very happy, and I think will make you very happy. For the first time ever, the DNC, the Democrat National Committee, Democratic National Committee, is funding races down the ballot in every single state. Look, it's no guarantee, but this election, in an attempt to, at the very minimum, shift deep red states slightly purple-ish, whereas with the Republicans, to quote Ross Perot, that giant sucking sound you hear is all the Republican money going to Trump and his failing businesses and endless legal fees and all of that, leaving the little candidates just stuck. There's so much money that's gone to Kamala Harris and the Democrats that even the Harris campaign specifically gave, I want to say $25 million. Plus the DNC is also at least $2 million. But anyway, they're able to fund races, promote Democrats in every single state in the country. So, will it work? Yes, the new Randy Rainbow song is fantastic. It's his version of Blank Space by Taylor Swift, and it's so good. And my favorite part of it, as I'm shuffling, is I think he added extra verses at the end because he was saying how awful Trump was. It's like, I think there aren't, okay, and another verse, and another about how awful he is, and another about how awful he is, another. It was like, I like this. It actually gave me, I don't usually get the ASMR kind of, chills, but I did on that one. So, okay. So is it going to help that the Democratic candidates in every single state are getting funding? Oh, Veronica says, I heard 26 and counting. Oh, excellent. I'll take it. Seriously, I'll take it. A little is what I'm getting. Four of Swords. They didn't in the past. They wouldn't bother. This is quiet. They wouldn't it was a waste of money to promote in certain areas. The Republicans were sitting pretty in these far-right states. Eight of Swords, candidates who tried to run didn't get very far. That's a thief card. It was a good way to lose money. Queen of Pentacles, Republicans think they've got it on lock. But there is a Ten of Swords, which kind of, it feels like they're individual, like an individual. It depends on the place. In some places, yeah, it's still going to be a waste of money, but it's like it separates out that there are a few places where it starts moving the needle. Moving the needle. I like it. Okay. Valerie from Sage the Scales Tarot. Hello, Valerie. New Hampshire needs help for the governor's seat, I think. Thank you, Lewis, for laughing at my jokes. Yeah, the thief card. Five of Cups, Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, the red states are going to, red, really, like ruby red places are going to stay ruby red. But I really do think we're going to do well. By golly, Ollie gifted 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. And actually, the commenter in the chat whose handle is Hold On, it sounds like it runs as Hold On, we're punny today. Like, hold on. That was cool. Yeah, but red places are still going to, there aren't any ethics transplants going on. But Mythic Dolphin, my absentee ballot, which I received last Wednesday, filled out and mailed back, was officially received as of Friday, 9/27. My vote is in officially. Let's do this. Yay. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Yay. All right. Forever, when you make a comment, my brain is going to go, hold on. Okay. Anyway, that's good news. Okay. Four of Pentacles. The Republicans because this is more overall in the country, they don't have the money. They're lacking in funds because of some aggressive policies by, I don't know, a bully. Five of Cups. So they're trying to knock down Democratic everything, but there's the Empress. And this Three of Wands, I felt like I should use the Housewives deck today. This is usually the far right waiting for their ship to come in. And if so, they're going to be waiting for a long time, because with the Empress in the middle, that is so much stronger than these other cards that it's like capital letters and small case letters. And this could be as much, they're trying to knock you down, but you're cleaning up. I get good cards for Democrats. So as the Kimchi turns, I love that name. It's been a minute. Lisa is saying, I voted all blue the day early voting started in Virginia. That was on 9/20. Took 3 of my adult children with me. Thank you. Thank you for voting. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. As the Kimchi turn says, early voting starts here in Arizona, October 9th. I'm just waiting for my early ballot. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I'm waiting for mine. I'm on the permanent, just mail me the ballot. I'll mail it back. So it was supposed to, here in Cook County in Chicago, They were supposed to mail them out around the 25th or so, but I imagine there are a lot of them. So, yeah. Okay. Hello. All right. So Amanda Wood had a question. Okay, this is. I don't. I'm just getting. It's getting hard for me. It's getting hard for Trump to do anything that shocks me anymore. Honestly, it's like, oh, something absolutely vile. Yeah, just please vote against him. One of the things narcissists really want is they want you upset. It validates them and their importance. And I'm still reading on this jerk because he still has power, and I read on politicians. But this came out, and I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, you're vile, you're disgusting. It's a day ending in day. So the UK and other countries are reporting that Dumpy has suggested setting up a purge. Anybody see the movie The Purge? I have not, but I know what it's about. Robert House, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, the purge. That purge. Dumpy has suggested setting up a purge in jails and prisons to let criminals wipe themselves out, plus in the country at large to deter crime. So also allow police to a certain time to do whatever they want. Will there be political fallout for him? Let's have a look at that. Oh, this guy, he's so gonna lose. Oh, he's such a scumbag. Yeah, what in the world? Yeah. Oh, yes. Alexis. Kristallnacht. Yeah, exactly. Because he doesn't even have the brains to come up with his own ideas for authoritarianism. Okay, so is there going to be political fallout for him saying that he's suggesting setting up a purge? Will this affect any voters that go? Yes, Precious. Would you like to be covered up? Here, let me cover you up. You have to back up. Well, I can't. I can't let. Okay, if you go over there, I can't let you underneath. You got to come over here. I want to be covered up. Party of Law and Order. Don't forget, you did sweetness. Here, have a blankie. Have a blankie right there. There you go. 5 of Pentacles. Out in the cold. Yeah, this is just bullying. This isn't justice. This isn't decent. This isn't, no. Queen of Swords. It makes him feel good to be awful. I've said this for a long time. I really do believe he has incredibly violent fantasies of what he wants to do to his enemies. Have any of you had the misfortune of seeing the clip of Sean Diddy Combs, getting mad, getting really angry in his office and throwing things and saying, I get what I want when I want it. Did anybody see that? Did you look here? There you go. There you go, Precious. Same thing. I would completely. Crazy Granny says yes. Okay. Yeah. Imagine that, but he's the president of the United States, or was. Yeah, or while he's the president of the United States. Yeah, Karen Connors saw it. Yeah. Not nice. Really not nice. So, of course, he loves the idea of the purge, because in his own mind, and of course, he's a coward. So, I still think he has these violent fantasies, entertainment only. This is just what I think. But our country doesn't want that. Heck, 99.999% of our police don't want that. Our law enforcement don't want that. Our justice system needs help, which is kind of why, and we know that because Trump's still walking around, but we don't want chaos. King of Swords, we want prosecutions. People don't want that. They just don't want that. So, okay. So at 1620, Chris Cool had a question. Thank you for being here. Thank you. All right. According to NPR, Routh, remember the staggering idiot who he thought he would, let's just say, throw a small, tiny metal object at an incredibly fast rate outside of, he was in the trees or bushes or whatever outside of one of Trump's golf courses in Florida. Remember that? And Secret Service saw the barrel of a gun sticking out, and they fired and all that kind of stuff, and they ran away. Okay, so this guy actually never fired a shot. Hello, dear. Right? Remember that? Okay, first of all, the judge he got is Eileen Cannon. So I wouldn't want to be him, because the judge isn't exactly unbiased when it comes to what she thinks of Donald Trump. Here's the thing. According to NPR, Routh has been charged with the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, but since he fired no shots, and there's open carry. Open carry is legal in Florida. Will he be acquitted? They set up these stupid laws. Open carry. He was open carrying. He was on public land. He was on the public strip of land outside of the golf course. Now, he may have already confessed, but if I was his lawyer, I'd say, don't say a word. Don't say a word. They have to prove that you were out to do this, and you were watching for birds. You were using the scope on your rifle to bird watch, because you don't have. It's an open carry state, and I don't know what it's going to take for these Republicans to learn that this is all this laxity is ridiculous. There should, at least at minimum, there should be the same. Owning a gun should be the same as owning a car. You have to be licensed. It has to be registered and licensed, and you have to have insurance. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, if it's canon, so he's not likely to get slack. I agree. CC Ryder says the new charge are because of the letter he wrote confessing to it. Oh, okay. And Rhonda is saying, I wouldn't count on Roush getting any kind of slack. Cannon caught the case. Yeah, I agree. I just thought I'd look at it. Yeah, he communicated. Thief, that's a good card for wanting to unalive somebody. 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. This actually feels like medical issues. 9 of Pentacles, they've got him, the expression is dead to rights. Yeah, it's gonna come down. They're gonna have to use he was right in the head defense kind of stuff thing. So CC Ryder says, according to NPR, prosecutors say the suspect in the Trump shooting attempt wrote a letter detailing his plans. Well, it was stupid. Doing the whole thing, stupid. Violence is not the answer. Violence is only justified in self-defense. Or, I don't care what some states say, if you are protecting a child or an invalid or someone who is elderly and weak, somebody who's weaker than you. Personally, I think that should absolutely be legal. Tim Blackville says, please do not confuse responsible owners with the crazies. They do differ. Well, of course they differ. But as a responsible gun owner, doesn't it seem right that it should be treated at least as it's as deadly as a car? Why wouldn't we license, register, license, insure? Doesn't have to be super expensive. But I'm just saying. All right. Okay, this is, oh boy, this makes my brain hurt. But we've had some good questions. We've been covering some good stuff here. So, okay. At the same rally where he made the Purge comments, Trump called himself a friend of the working man. I have trouble believing he said that with a straight face, but he probably did. I mean, he lies all the time. Trump is a friend of the working man. Cold friend who leaves you on red. Please. While also admitting that he hates paying his workers overtime and would instead bring in more workers than actually needed, thereby shorting staff of any possible extra opportunities. Well, then this hurt him. So he wants to push the purge. He, quote unquote, hated paying his workers overtime. They would bring in other people to make sure they didn't get overtime. But he is a friend of the working man. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, Tim, you've got nothing to apologize for. You're a good person. We like you. A friend of the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, friend of the working class. The little people. Yes, like being friends with the sprites or the brownies. Or the little nature creature, the little forest creatures. Yes, friends of the little people. 5 of Swords. Talking about adding insult to injury. 3 of Swords. Ouch. Ace of Wands. Well, we know he's a. This is a tool for cleaning. And that's a part, half of that is what Trump is. Okay. 10 of Cups. and Chariot. They know. The people there will cheer if he, you know, got up there and had public executions on the stage. I mean, that's just how he is, how they are. The people who go to his rallies, please. But all of this is hurting them, and people are paying attention. And they know that he's all these failed businesses. It's just awful. But 10 of Cups, happy Democratic families, Chariot, this is the election. So his grossness can just stay over there. How many cards do I need to get that say that Democrats are going to win? Yes, Shelley, just like he's the protector of women. Oh, God. That turns my stomach that he would say that. Friend of the working man, protector of women. Oh, God. Anyway, all right. Kat Petmiller had a question. Yes, we are watching the VP debate tomorrow. I have a cover for it. Would you like to see the cover? I made it this morning. Do 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 do. Okay, and let me share. It took me a good chunk of my morning to make, but here, let me share. So tomorrow night we will be watching the debate, the vice presidential debate between these two people. Yep, the Walz Vance VP debate. And I know Walz is going to be on the other side, but the graphics rule has to do with the way that people are looking, and you put them so you don't dissipate the focus. Anyway, yeah, so I made that this morning. And so tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Central, I'll be here. We'll be live, and I will have little signs that I'll make as I go, and I'll be throwing popcorn at Vance probably, but I wouldn't miss it for anything. Thank you that you like the graphic. That makes me feel good. Oof. Thank you. All right. At 28, because we have a question about that. With a big bowl of popcorn, we'll be watching tomorrow's VP debate. What is the energy around the debate and possible outcome? Let's have a look. Let's be a little nosy. Or let us cast ourselves into the future. Emma Thompson, everybody. VP debate. It feels like what you'd expect. This isn't. I don't know. Somehow it feels like Walz has more, probably because he ran for governor. It feels like Walz has more experience doing big televised debates. You have to correct me if I'm true, or if that's true. I'm not saying that Vance hasn't done any. I'm just saying it just feels like Walz is more comfortable, and he isn't. He was a high school teacher. It's kind of hard to rattle him. He's kind of seen it all. Yeah, he's seen it all. He was around all the the creative kids with way too much energy, and yeah. Nettie says that was JD and Walz, not Dumpy. Did I say Dumpy by accident? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, she was Renier, the role in Harry Potter. Yeah, she was Professor Trelawney with the big glasses. So Antoinette says he's had to stand in front of high school students. Plus his whole life has been in public service. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mary Saunders says, great cover. I have lots of popcorn. Cass says, I don't remember a governor debates for Walz. Okay. I don't know why. It just feels like he's more prepared, like he's more comfortable. And also Vance has his own horrible record to live with. And his what do you call it? The ivory tower. I hang out with Peter Thiel. I am weird. Look at that. He's weird. Okay. Thinks this is all about Vance. He thinks he's going to win, and in fact, he just ends up beaten up because his own words are used against him, because it loops back to the burden of his own weirdness and out of touch awkwardness. Just feel like it loops through this over and over. He thinks he's going to be fine, and then he's not. And he thinks he's going to be fine, and then he's not. And he thinks he's going to be fine, and then he's not. And I am not happy with CBS because they said they are not going to fact check anything. That's the other person's job to fact check. That's the other person in the debate's job. No, it's not. Lois is saying, I hope they play To Sir with Love when Walz comes out. That was good. High Priestess says, didn't he teach debate? That I don't know. Well, it's time for the big judgment. I think there are going to be quite a lot of people watching. All right, I need some clarification on this last card here. Of course, Vance and Trump are going to say Vance won, of course. But is Vance actually going to win, or is it just going to be the whole thing? I have trouble believing this debate won't move the needle at all. Thank you, Lynn. Rhonda says, I think his wife taught debate. Okay, so there's a big judgment. Excuse me. 3 of Cups. So Walz going out there, we adore him. He's great. And then there's a tower with the lovers in the middle. And this is MAGA. This is the extremists. This is the cult. And this is partnership, because we think of Tim Walz as somebody who's going to work with us, who's you could trust. If you worked in an office with him, you'd know you could trust him, that kind of thing. But on the other side, they're saying that they're going to say Vance won, because when you're in the cult, that's what you do. So I was trying to get more information about the tower, and would Vance actually win in some way? And what I got was the Hangman, so I'd say no. I got 5 of Cups, which is disappointment. Vance tries to knock down. He tries to hang a lot of things on around Walz's neck. And he may, this woman in this card, she got doused a little bit. So there may be a couple of flubs or missteps, or they give Vance a softball question that's tailor-made for him. But ultimately, wands are the far right. You get Vance feeling very beaten up and on very shaky ground. That's what I'm getting. So it'll be a thing. And we'll be watching live together. I know that there are other channels who run the debate live, but my channel isn't as big, so if you're talking in the chat, it doesn't zip by as fast. So it'd be easier to talk to people in the chat. Plus, you get me over here in a little box, miming with my little signs and throwing popcorn and. Okay, I am your little id right here. 3550. Laura had a question. I'm curious if mega donors such as Rebecca Mercer and her family still support 34? 34? What's the 34th? No, I'm just curious. Eisenhower. Dwight David Eisenhower. I don't think you mean Dwight Eisenhower. But the Mercer family may have supported Eisenhower. I don't know. 34 felonies. Okay. Thank you. Because I was like, it's been a while. Yeah. Okay, 34. Rebecca Mercer and her family. Oh, God. Reading on them is, I don't know. It's a combination of nails down a chalkboard and chewing on aluminum foil. It's like aluminum foil on a chalkboard. I don't know if that would do anything, but it probably wouldn't be nice. That's their energy. It's just cold and off-putting and awful. Ugh. Rhonda, yes. According to Vance, I have lived past my useful lifespan. Me too. Yes, I have, and I don't care what happens to any women in this country. Why would I care? It doesn't, those laws don't directly affect me anymore. Please. Please, oh please. Rebecca Mercer. Well, she's definitely worked on this in the past. King of Wands, Four of Swords. Didn't she get really fed up with Trump at some point? High Priestess, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. This is hemmed in. I have to wonder if she's not as enthusiastic as she used to be. That she doesn't like him. She doesn't like Trump. Hi. Oh, passing through. You'll be covered up. There you go. There you go. Good boy. It just feels like it's like a waste of money. Because, of course, she also thinks that she knows better than anybody else. Monica's this horrible energy. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a point, Lynn. I wonder what Vance's mother did to make him hate women so much. She was an addict, apparently. But there are a lot of people whose parents, one or both or whatever, were addicts, who turned out to be decent human beings, who didn't decide to base their entire self-worth on money. Anyway. Okay. Luann had a question, and then we go on to Then we go on to the dumbest cat fight ever. All right, Luann was asking, does Trump utilize his speechwriters at rallies, or does he come up with junk on his own? Well, you have to understand his main speechwriter is still Stephen Miller. Remember Dracul with the widow, the peaks like this, and the one who has to like uncurl his toes from the rafters in the attic to get down to like go down into the White House. Yeah, him. So it's not like the speeches are particularly reasonable in the first place, but oh no, he absolutely goes off script. Man. Yes, Louis Nosferatu. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, he's got the best words. Knight of Cups. Really? Then if Trump has the best words and he's just the greatest, then how come why is it that Kamala Harris was able to get under his skin so easily? King of Pentacles. Yeah, she took care of that. Knight of Wands, which makes him lash out, and then he gets fixated. Six of Cups. Look at that look on her face. Mm-hmm. Butter would melt in her mouth. Kamala Harris at the debate. Mm-hmm. She's got this. She knew she got under his skin. And then he's just all bent out of shape. And yeah. It isn't even about the speeches. It's about his personality disorders. Disorders plural. However, that does not mean that he is ill enough to not know right from wrong, because he does. Because he knows what to hide, and he knows who to fire. And he is perfectly capable of being held accountable in a court of law. So, yeah, and that's what we want. Okay. So, are you ready for the dumbest cat fight ever? 42, 45. Real cats wouldn't have anything to do with this. If you like, Loomer and Marge are back at it again. Yay. And this time it's Loomer's. Loomer got the point. Yay. Whew, okay. I need to. It's very hot. I'm going to pin my hair while I'm talking to you. So Loomer and Marge are back at it again, and this time it's Loomer who got the point. After the destruction caused by Hurricane Helene, bless you to everybody who suffered through that hurricane. Bless you. Divine Spirit, bless all those who have been affected. Please help them. Raise the vibration. Pour down your divine energy. Help all who've been hurt. Bless. Okay. So after the destruction of the hurricane, Loomer blasted Marge for ignoring her constituents to go to a football game in Alabama. Why, couldn't get the flight to Cancun? Will Marge's lack of presence in her state after the damage it received hurt her at the polls? We can dream. We can hope. Did she really break up with her boyfriend? With the journalist guy? I thought they were equally awful. J. James match point yet? No. Yeah, Deb Hope. Point Loomer. Yeah. All right, this is lopsided, but here we are. All right. It's the fact that Marge went to a football game while her constituents were hurting. Is that going to hurt her? Alexa says, yes, they broke up a month ago. Y'all. What a shame. How is she ever going to find someone who is like her? Thank heavens that's not an easy thing to do. Yeah, she wasn't there. Silence, off, going to a game, having a good time. Judgment, which she chose none of. Two of Pentacles. She's weaker than she used to be. We know that. 10 of Wands. She's burdened by her own stupidity, her lack of... there was a time when she was just raking in the money and she became the darling of the far right. And now it's not quite as rosy for her. And she wasn't chosen to be VP. There is a Temperance card there and a 3 of Swords. Do I think that she's not going to, do I think she's going to lose her re-election? I doubt it. I think she'll, I mean, I haven't seen anything yet that gives me any hint that she might lose, because I don't even know if there's a Democrat running against her. And talk about a red area. But it's not a good look. And she's weakened anyway. So define hurts. Lower numbers, probably. Not getting reelected, meh. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, at 47:15, Senate. Senate GOP are already letting it be known that they would fight against any Harris nominee for SCOTUS. Why do they have to announce that? Seriously, why are they even wasting their breath or ink or inconveniencing electrons to announce that? We know that. Duh. They're the bad guys. Duh. Will they have enough power left by then to do anything? And considering what they did to shoehorn, what the Republicans did to shoehorn the Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and the Stepford Justice, what's her name? What they did to get them in. Sit down. So, Senate GOP. Interesting. Now, I would love to tell you that somehow Democrats are going to sweep the board, and that's going to be enough for the Democrats to get a super majority, and everything's going to just go our way. I don't think so, but hang on. We know how aggressive they've been in the past. This is not a surprise. 6 of Swords. Next to the 2 of Pentacles, that looks to me like maybe things aren't going to go so well for them in the Senate. That they're weaker. They're in a weaker position as people are changing their votes, moving parties. 3 of Wands. They're just waiting for their ship to come in. But this is kind of weak. Now, where there is major arcana, it's the Magician, which, when it's bad, is a con man. And the King of Swords, which is using the rules of the Senate to do stuff. But why would they need to use the rules of the Senate to get to do their nefarious whatever if they haven't lost a lot of votes. So okay, let's look at it this way. At 50, like 50-20, 50-20, will Harris get a SCOTUS justice appointed? Will Harris nominate and get a justice of her choosing appointed? Not easily. I mean, I've got in the center, I've got nostalgia, and I've got her doing the right thing, doing what she needs to do, and that's very strong. It's just, and we've been hurt before. These are the three knuckleheads that got in under Trump. 10 of Wands, burden. 7 of Swords, thief. Again, what the Republicans did. Kamala Harris is in a good position there, but there's still a lot of, even if she was able to somehow change one seat, it wouldn't necessarily turn everything over. An Ace of Wands, and then the Senate, the Republicans try whatever they can to get in the way. So so I'm kind of going off the list here because I've got some things are coming up in my head. At 52-30, will SCOTUS justices be removed from SCOTUS during the Harris administration? Save. Hello, Senate Judiciary Committee. Let's have a look at Kavanaugh, shall we? We might need to write some letters to try to, come on, let's get this going. Come on, let's go look. Let's go look at these Supreme Court, because they got in there under McConnell, under his ideal conditions. King of Pentacles with victory. He got in some of the most far-right, awful people. They had a plan, they worked it, and they're still working it. So, all right, which means that once we have Madam President, we need to write some letters. CC Ryder says, I want Democratic House to hold hearings on the Supreme Court, subpoena them, get them under oath, confirm lies, gather evidence, announce grounds for impeachment, and remove them. My understanding, I thought only the Senate could do that. They started out for the presidency for the president, but I thought the Supreme Court, I thought that all had to happen in the Senate, but please correct me because I could be very wrong. Yeah. Okay. So, Bernadette Smith. I talked to Sarah this morning. She's doing very well. She'll be back on the Creative Sprints this afternoon. We're on the Creative Sprints channel at 3 p.m. Central. And she was telling me, Bernadette, about your question. It looks like Alex Jones has to sell his filthy company to pay the families of Sandy Hook. Yay! Win-win. What a despicable person. Yes. Will this be the end of his career? Okay. And Sarah said, do you want to read on that? And I said, oh, heck yeah. I want to check in on the end of the career of Alex Jones. I'll look every day. So, I volunteer. All right, scumbag. Has he ever tried to tell us why he's got the deep, gravelly voice? Because it's like he's just got really, really bad like acid reflux. But I've never heard him give a reason why. That's true. Hold on. How Sparks does want his desk. All right. I've shown your filthy company and everything about it has to be sold. So is that the end of your career? Hal Sparks has also said that Alex Jones, I mean, technically all he needs is an iPhone and, or a fancy phone and a YouTube account. Then he could start over. But he's used to the finer things. Ace of Wands. Alex Jones is also a tool for cleaning. Eight of Swords. Yeah, the court has just gone as they should. Five of Pentacles. Oh yeah, out in the cold. Yeet him out of his studio. Alex Jones. Yeetus deletus. Three of Wands. But somehow he thinks he's going to be able to make money off of. He's being, of course, drama triangle. He's being persecuted. He's a victim. Oh, it's so terrible. I'm such a victim. I'm such a victim. Well, and then, it just turns it off because he's not really crying. He's a sociopath. Six of Wands. I'll have my victory. That Yeetus deletus is looking pretty strong. Yeet. Yeah, Summer Virgo. When he starts crying, OMG, so cringe. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, it's gonna if he's gonna try to make a comeback, he's gonna have to wait a while. Because also any money he makes is going to get, let's just say, garnished. Giovanna says his voice is so awful because his words are. I totally agree with that. Alex Jones. Alex Jones. What happens to Alex Jones? I can't believe I'm older than Alex Jones. It's amazing. It's amazing what hatred, vileness, how much that will damage you from the inside out. Well, he has embraced the worst side of the Sun card. Sun card can be great, bringing light, bringing warmth, showing us what's really there. And we are seeing what's really there. But this is also, when it goes bad, it's white through primacy or whatever, and nastiness. And he's certainly embraced that. Magician, the star. Yeah, he's a star con man. I have to say allegedly. Did he really have throat cancer, Veronica? Five of Swords, adding insult to injury. We're here for that. I like that for him. Yeah. He is burdened. I like that for him. And he is legally donezo. He's not just donezo, he's legally donezo. So I love this for him. This is great for him. All right. Well, yes, Raymond. Alex Jones is the picture of mental health. Yeah, I would picture of Dorian Gray, the actual like painting. All right. That, my friends, that's going to do it for me for today. But I'm going to be back here tomorrow. I'm here every single day to take your questions out of the chat. Just throw your questions in the chat before I come on. At 3, it's 1:15 here. At 3 o'clock, I will be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Just want to encourage you to go after your dreams. To whatever, if it's your small business, if it's something you want to create, whatever it is, we just want to encourage you and give you some time every day to chip away at it. So over on the Creative Sprints channel, be there. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow evening, we're watching the VP. We're watching the VP debate. Yes, we are. And it's going to be, but we'll be here and we'll do it together. Okay. So have a wonderful rest of your day. You are not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There are. So take care. And I will see you right back here tomorrow.